What's up, guys? Welcome back to Napoli Central. My name is Giovanni. Welcome to another video. As you can see at the title of this video, Sassuolo-Napoli 2-2. I'm going to make a review, but before I start, if you're a Napoli fan, or I don't know, if you're a Serie A fan, you're watching this video and you want to keep up to date with every team, including Napoli, then you definitely want to subscribe to this channel. You know, iscriviti if you're Italian, please iscriviti. It would be great. You know, I'm at 35 subscribers now, so hey, it's whatever. We're getting there. So, you know, I do speak the Napolitan dialect. I do, and it's just like I can't make a full video to it. I kind of just want to cater to English-speaking fans, but you'll hear me say some words here and there and things like that. But anyway, subscribe to the channel. Thumbs up this video, please. It'd really mean a lot to me. So, let's get right into it. We beat ourselves. I'll just say it right there. We beat ourselves. And I know people might say, well, doesn't usually a team beat itself with defensive errors? Like, it's just different with Napoli. I just don't understand sometimes. Really, I just don't. It baffles me. I didn't watch the first half personally. I live in New York, on the East Coast. So for me to watch a game at 6:30 in the morning is a little difficult. And so yeah, it was just I missed the first half. I overslept. Let's be honest. I'm just gonna be straight honest. And I caught the last 5 minutes of that first half, and then I watched the whole second half. I did go back on Twitter, and I follow a lot of Napoli people, and they said we just started slow, but grew into the final 20 minutes, which was good. And when I did the highlight video, which you can check out also on my channel right now, I did see that we had some good chances. Missed the penalty, penalty wasn't called on a Mertens foul that could have been called. So, yeah, it ended 0-0 in the first half. Came out in the second half. And we scored in, I think, the 52nd minute through Dries Mertens, 22 goals this year. Crazy amount. I think the stat was it's his total amount in the past 3 years. He's done in 1 year now, which is crazy. He's been on top form. And it was a header. You know, Hamsik started the play. Callejon got the ball on his right wing position. You know, at the edge of the box, crossed it into Mertens, who headed it through. It was a great goal. It was greatly worked, and we were up 1-0. And then a tying goal from Sassuolo came through Domenico Berardi, but did it really come through him? Because it really came through Hamsik, let's be honest. Hamsik, from outside the box, I don't know if it was a deflection, I don't really remember, but the ball was in the air, and he heads it back. He heads it back as a back pass. I don't know what you're doing there, but it just fell right to Berardi, who, you know, was in front of Albiol, or Albiol wasn't really next to him or there in time to cover him, and he slots it home. So it's 1-1, and then we're going back on the chase. We're attacking, and we just need the second goal. And what happens? Sassuolo goes up 2-1 in the 80th minute through, I think, Mazzitelli is the scorer's name. And it's another mistake, really. If you think about it, it started from Koulibaly's horrible pass to Strinic. I think he tried to head it, went out of bounds. Or not out of bounds, excuse me. It went to Strinic, but Strinic got caught up. The Sassuolo player was able to take it from his feet, and Strinic had to commit a foul. And it actually got Strinic a yellow card. And then it led to a shot from Cannavaro eventually. I mean, off a free kick, obviously. And then Cannavaro eventually got the shot in. Our own former captain, it's just, honestly, it's funny because it's always something. It's always a narrative with Napoli, some other story, you know. And Cannavaro shoots it, and Reina does make a good save. The rebound goes out. Sassuolo players is able to get on the end of it. And who's in the box? Mazzitelli to slot it home past Reina. And Reina could have done better, but I won't blame it on him. It was really the defense's fault. So they're up 2-1. Milik was on for Jorginho, and he scores in the 84th minute. I believe it was the 84th minute. And first of all, amen. I'm so happy that Milik was able to finally get a goal. I don't know if it was offsides. I'm not going to say it was offsides. I didn't really catch it. I was like, you know, I was excited. I was screaming all over the place. I was jumping up and down at 7:30 in the morning, you know, or what time it was. And it's just, I didn't really think of it. You know, I'm one of those, you know, people who if it's offsides, I don't want to say, oh, well, I'm going to take it, you know. I'm good. I'll take it, but I do, you know, I'm not one of those that just say it wasn't wrong, you know what I mean? So I didn't really look back at it. I don't know if a defender touched the ball, and that's why Milik was onside. But nonetheless, it was a great goal because the kid hasn't scored in 207 days, and he needed that goal. He definitely needed the goal to get his confidence back in, and his first goal since a Champions League game, I think against Benfica, when they won 4-2, I think, in the group stage. So big goal for him, and it ties at 2-2. And Napoli's pushing, and it looks like they can even get a third. And they just weren't able to, and ends in a 2-2 draw. I mean, during the game, Mertens hit the crossbar on an amazing free kick. I thought it was going over, and it dipped. Insigne made something out of nothing. Well, I mean, dribbled into the box with a curler, and you usually see him do that and score, and he hits the post. So it's just very unlucky for him, and unlucky for Napoli. And I mean, that really summed up their luck, and they beat themselves, because if Hamsik didn't make that back pass, I don't know. I really don't know what he was doing, and he didn't have too much of a great game today. If he really didn't make that back pass, and if Koulibaly made a better pass and didn't set up the free kick spot, conceded by Strinic, it would be, at 2-1 if anything, if not 2-0. But that's obviously, you go back and think about it, and what are you going to really say at that point? So it's 2-2. It's better than a loss, because it did look like they were going to lose. But the thing is, Roma plays Pescara tomorrow. And even though it's at Pescara, no offense to Pescara fans, whoever's watching this video, if it's a Pescara fan, but they're not going to win. I don't think so. I'm hoping they do, but it's probably going to be a win for Roma, and they will go 4 points clear of Napoli, and Napoli will still be in third place by 4 points, behind them by 4 points instead of 2. So it's definitely hard to swallow, but I guess a point's a point. So that's it for me. I know I keep talking. I'm sorry. I just get really passionate about this stuff. Anyway, again, please subscribe to the channel if you're a Napoli fan. It's frustrating. I don't know what else to say. Just like the video, subscribe. Some shout-outs real quick to James, Darren, Rafa, and I think Ken's joining as well on the Sempre podcast. Go check them out on Twitter. Go check them out on iTunes, Podbean, everything. They also I don't know how to pronounce it. I think it's Mixlr. I don't know, but they do live podcasts as well. So you go check them out, listen to them, follow them on Twitter. Go check out SSC in America on Twitter as well. I always shout our page out, me and Daniel. I mean, it's really run by Daniel. I'll always give him the credit for it. He does the most of the tweeting. If you're an English-speaking Napoli fan, please go check out his video. I mean, his Twitter. We have everything up to date. Live tweets during the match, news and rumors and all that stuff. So go ahead, check that out. And that's pretty much it. That's it for me. If someone's watching this video and they want me to do it in Italian or Napolitan, just please let me know. But I mean, I'd just be screaming, like cazzo facci throughout the whole thing. I'd just be going, just pull my hair out and get into it as a Napolitan. Anyway, thank you guys very much. Forza Napoli sempre, no matter what. Forza Napoli sempre. I'll see you guys in the next one. Ciao.